friends and neighbors to the Krusty Bucket Country Music Show. With your cast, Linda Seufert, Ellen Biddle, Rosemary Wallace Harris, David Bikeman, Leah Randolph, Gary Shipley, Remington Biddle Marlowe, Rick Rector, Gene Biddick, Gary Rommelfanger, Christina Nicole Black, Jason Richardson, Rick Vaughn, Michael Buller, Johnny Rose, Kelly Lee James, and me. I'm your MC and host, Rodney Lay Jr.
Hey, Earl!
What, Earlene?
Knock, knock, Earl.
Who's there?
Clothesline.
Clothesline who?
Clothesline on the floor in the bathroom, Earl.
I've never been to heaven, that's true. But heaven comes to me when I see you. You must have came from heaven, so high above. I've never been to heaven, you're as close as I've come. Your face is all aglow in the morning. You help me through the long and lonely night. You make me feel so warm with your all-knowing. Just how I feel and what I need, you always treat me right. I've never been to heaven, that's true. Heaven comes to me when I see you. You must have flew from heaven, so high above. I've never been to heaven, you're as close as I've come. Never been to heaven, that's true. But heaven comes to me when I see you. You must have flew from heaven, so high above. And I've never been to heaven, you're as close as I've come. No, I've never been to heaven, you're as close as I've come.
I'm Rodney Lay Jr. with the news. Tonight's headlines: one man, 6 horses. Bert Johnson was hospitalized after being trampled by 6 horses. Tonight, doctors say Bert's condition is stable. Also, a cement truck mixer collided on I-40 with a prison van. Motorists are asked to be on the alert for 11 hardened criminals. And finally, a 10-year-old girl has disappeared after using moisturizer that makes you look 10 years younger. And that's the news from K-Week TV.
Hello everyone! Welcome to this week's church blog. Barbara June and Doris Faye here with you. Due to our pastor coming down with the flu, this Sunday's healing service will be moved to next week.
Also, this week, Mrs. Smith is still in the hospital with a broken hip. She is having trouble sleeping, so has asked for some of Pastor's tapes to listen to.
Well, that sure did it for me when I had surgery.
First time I looked into your pretty green eyes, just one look left me mesmerized. You took me by complete surprise. I am hooked. Girl, I'm hooked on you and your adorable smile. Hooked on you and it's driving me wild. Hooked on you, what can I do? I'm hooked on you. Like a fish swimming aimless in the deep blue sea, your heart's a lure that's captured me. Never before have I felt more free. I'm hooked. Girl, I'm hooked on you and your adorable smile. Hooked on you and it's driving me wild. Hooked on you, what can I do? I'm hooked on you. Sleep a wink, lying alone in my bed, wishing you were cuddled up with me instead. I am hooked. Girl, I'm hooked on you and your adorable smile. Hooked on you and it's driving me wild. Hooked on you, what can I do? I'm hooked on you. Girl, I'm hooked on you and your adorable smile. Hooked on you and it's driving me wild. Hooked on you, what can I do? I am hooked on you. What more can I do? I am hooked on you.
Hey, Miss Earlene, I hear that you play bass guitar.
Yes, little Clem. They call me Lightning.
I've heard that about you. You never hit the same note twice.
Little Clem!
Ow!
What's that all about?
You know, folks, the other night, Tina asked me to pass her the lipstick from her purse. So I reached in there and I accidentally grabbed a glue stick. It's been a week, and she's still not talking to me.
When the blues come knocking on your door,
If the blues come a-knocking on your door, well, then you had better move down the street. 'Cause if your sweetheart tells you she don't love you anymore,
when the blues come knocking on your door,
just don't answer if the blues come around. 'Cause they only want to take you on to town. The town of the loneliness and heartbreak, well, that's all it holds in store.
when the blues come knocking on your door. Knocking on your door.
If the blues come a-knocking on your door, then you had better move down the street. 'Cause if your sweetheart tells you she don't love you anymore,
when the blues come knocking on your door, when the blues come knocking on your door.
Rodney, I had an urge to clean this place.
Well, Lena May, why aren't you cleaning it?
Well, because the urge had left me. Just left. It left us all alone. Just me and my sweet little broom. Look at her.
Well, isn't that a sweet little...
She's
Oh,
sweet.
she's just
She's
precious.
such a
She just can't help herself.
sweet little
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh no, now they're both nuts.
Hey, Slim. How's come the other night we was down there at the shooting range, you didn't even fire a shot?
Well, Red, they kept saying, ready, aim, fire at Will. I didn't know which one Will was, so I didn't want to shoot Bill or Bob or George, any of those guys.
South we drink it just like water, chug until we down every sugary swaller. We're all buzzed up like a hummingbird that's overdosing her nectar. To make it sugar-free, nobody here would think it must be some kind of commie if you say you don't drink it. We'll empty 5 pitchers just sitting around Mama's table for supper. My idea of living it up is a glass or two of tea in a koozie cup. Sitting back in a hammock tied to two trees. After a hot afternoon of mowing the lawn, instead of going out and time went on, I go and get me a sugary glass of sweet tea. Not saying we don't drink our share of liquor, like our whiskey and our beer, but if we want something quicker to quench our thirst, we just can't beat that trusty old favorite. Orange Pekoe added to a gallon of water is more popular than the farmer's daughter. On a hot summer day, everyone and his dog is either drinking or craving. My idea of living it up is a glass or two of tea in a koozie cup, sitting back in a hammock tied to two trees. After a hot afternoon of mowing the lawn, instead of going out and time on, I go and get me a sugary glass of sweet tea. I go and get me a glass of sweet tea. Well, I think he needs to send a big thank you to all of us living here, 'cause we made Lipton a millionaire. Living it up is a glass or two of tea in a koozie cup, sitting back in a hammock tied to two trees. After a hot afternoon of mowing the lawn, instead of going out and time went on, I go and get me a sugary glass of sweet tea. I go and get me glass of sweet tea.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's that time of the show again. It's the Dewey Winklebaum with you, and
Wendy Winklebaum,
my sister. I'll tell you what, we got is it a Jeep back there, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think of that Jeep?
Oh, I love that Jeep. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of a crappy Jeep, sis.
Yeah, but I like Jeeps.
But it's kind of crappy. You remember that crappy old panel we sold for $450?
Yeah.
That's crappier. Well, I tell you, folks, I guess my sister's just going to buy that that treasure back here, so never mind even thinking about it. This commercial's already over. How much you going to give for it?
Not $450.
No. Well, it might still be up for sale. I don't know. Come on down, though. We got other cars besides this Jeep, but my sister might want that one. Do you really want that thing? It's pretty crappy.
Well, I'll have to drive it.
All right. Well, it don't drive very good. Like a lumber wagon. I ran in the ditch, hurt my back the other day.
I'll have to reconsider that.
I'd sell it to Mama.
Yeah. I'll borrow it from Mama.
But there you go. Yeah, we just keep the money in the family.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Remember our motto down here at Winklebaum G's Furniture. Use everything. Hey, if you need something and we ain't got it,
we're gonna go out and get it for you. Howdy, folks. This is Earlene. Earl and I have decided that we're not going to go to bed mad at each other anymore.
Earlene, I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm not even mad anymore.
I still am.
Hey, Carla, I heard you lost your job at the orange juice factory.
Yeah, I got canned.
Well, it's wine, beer, and whiskey and wild women, and a jukebox full of hurtin' cheatin' songs. It's wine, beer, and whiskey and wild living. I'm hurtin' now, but I won't be hurtin' long. A little bit of buck and yokum will do fine. A little bit of lefty will help to ease my mind. With a cold one on my left and quarters on my right, well, I'll forget her memory later on tonight. And it's wine, beer, and whiskey and wild women, and a jukebox full of hurtin' cheatin' songs. It's wine, beer, and whiskey and wild living. I'm hurtin' now, but I won't be hurtin' long. Well, it's wine, beer, and whiskey and wild women, with a jukebox full of hurtin' cheatin' songs. It's wine, beer, and whiskey and wild living. I'm hurtin' now, but I won't be hurtin' long. Yes, I'm hurtin' now, but I won't be hurtin' long.
Hey Rufus, I just got a new rod and reel for Bobby Sue.
Wow, Larry, that was a great tree. I got 1 million of them.